All right, all right, all right. We're back, baby. We're back, baby. Amen to that. That was the Lord's Prayer in both Arabic and Aramaic. And the guy who was talking in the beginning was me, of course. You know, I was narrating it both Arabic, the Lord's Prayer, both in Arabic and Aramaic. Yeah, I'm an Arabic speaker and I'm also an Aramaic speaker. Thanks to the Lord, we still speak such languages, especially Aramaic, beautiful language, the language of Jesus Christ himself. Is there a hadith that says Muslims must or should worship the stone? King Jesus asking. Let me put your question on the screen and then we will go. This is the last question I'm going to take for now, guys. So let me put this brother, his question on the screen. Let's see. What was your name again? Mr. King Jesus. King Jesus. I like your name. Glory to that name. Glory to the name of Christ. All right. Let me put it on the screen. All right. King Jesus says, is there a hadith that says Muslims must or should worship the stone? Well, I have a surprise for the Muslims who are watching. Let's see. Let's see if we can find a hadith, a nice little hadith for our friends. Let's see. Here. I hope the Muslims will start to tap dance or do the monkey dance after this and leave Islam. Or leave Islam. Here. Read with me, guys. Are you focused? Are you focused? Are you focused, guys? Can we focus again, please? No side topics, please. Please focus on the screen. Give me one, please. So we will read the hadith and you can be focused because I want to answer the question of this gentleman. Here's a hadith that Muhammad himself worshipped the Kaaba and his Sahaba worshipped Kaaba. Watch. It was narrated from Abdullah bin Yasar from Qutayla, a woman from such and such, that a Jew, now watch, that a Jew, who? A Jew, the Jews, a Jew, brother. Speaking from Cave Hira, that a Jew came to the Prophet and said, watch how a Jew is going to spank Muhammad. Even at the time of Muhammad, Muhammad used to get spanked by the Jews. Watch. The Jew is saying, now the Jew is speaking, guys, watch. The Jew is speaking. You, Muhammad, are setting up rivals. You are associating partners with Allah. What? A Jew is talking to the Muhammad and he dares to say that you Muhammad, the Jew is saying, you are committing shirk. And how is that? Here, look what the Jew is saying. You Muhammad say, now Muslims watch, this is Sunnah and Nisa'i, I have nothing to do with this. This is your Sunnah, this is your hadith. You say, whatever Allah wills, and you will. And you say, the Jew continues, the Jew is still talking, right? You, Muhammad, say, by the Kaaba. So, when you say by the Kaaba, you are associating partners with Allah. Now, did Muhammad say, no, you're wrong? Oh, Jew, you're wrong? No. What did Muhammad do? Muhammad, the little pagan that he is, who used to worship the Kaaba, and the black stone that is etched to the Kaaba. So the Prophet Muhammad commanded his Sahaba, commanded them, the Muslims, the Sahaba, the companions of Muhammad, if they wanted to swear an oath, to say, by the Lord of the Kaaba. So Muhammad, after getting busted and spanked by the Jew, who used to associate the Kaaba and the black stone that is etched to the Kaaba with Allah. So Muhammad was actually worshipping the Kaaba. It's in front of you. Did he say, no, you're wrong? Oh, Jew, you're wrong? No. Muhammad changed his mind after getting busted and he used to say, by the Lord of the Kaaba. Did you catch it? and to say whatever Allah wills, then what you will. See it? Muhammad changing his mind after getting busted. Busted! Sahih! This is not da'if, this is not matruk, this is not, you can't use those. Let me give you the link, my friend, King Jesus, let me give you the link. Bookmark it, save it, please. Muhammad busted by a Jew. Muhammad was a nice little mushrik, right? Busted! Busted. Sahih! This is not da'if, this is not matruk. Not rejected. See it? Muhammad getting busted. He used to say by the Kaaba. Busted by a Jew, brother. All right. Guys, we answered enough questions. Let us continue to the second topic, the second main topic of our live show. All right. Are you with me? I hope you're still with me. We are not putting you asleep. Second topic. Second topic. Second topic. All right. The question. Where is the miracle, the so-called miracle in the Quran, the scientific miracle of the Quran, that people like Zakir Naik is talking about, that Ahmadiyya used to talk about, that all these Muslims want to talk about? What miracle, what scientific miracles are you talking about, Muslims? Watch. This is chapter Al-Mu'minun, Surah Al-Mu'minun, chapter 23, ayah 14. Let me give you the link. Let me give you the link. Again, hope it's working. Else the admins can provide it if it's not working. Chapter 23, ayah 14. And by the way, guys, if you go to the description box under this video that you're watching, you can see all the links. I provided them in the description box. So you can find them in the live chat. If you rewatch the live show, you can access the live chat. You can find it in the description box, and our brother Phil Herrera and maybe the other admins too will provide them also in the comment section. So you are set up, all right? You have been provided with all the links, all right? So chapter 23, ayah 14, watch. We turn the drop, Allah is saying, and this is talking about the embryology, right? That's the topic. Embryology in the Quran, the stages. When we then turn the drop of fluid, what is that? Semen, drop of semen, right? Nutfa, and nutfa, which means semen, into, so the semen, Allah turns the semen without having an egg, He turns it into a clot of blood. So according to Allah, living semen is turned into a clot of blood, which is dead blood. A blood clot is dead blood. So you see, in the early ages, in the early stages, not ages, stages, Rob Christian. You're finished, Rob Christian. In the early stages of an embryology development in the body of a woman in her womb, you have a dead you have a dead embryo, basically, because it's talking about a blood clot, and we know what blood clots are. It's dead blood. I don't need to show you what dead blood is, right? Blood clot, right? Do you want me to discuss you? I can show you. But you can Google it yourself, right? It's highly dangerous. Guys, again, it's highly dangerous to have a blood clot in your body because you can die from it. If you get a blood clot in your veins, it will look like this, basically. Watch. From the outside, it will look like this. You see how dangerous this can be? It will block, basically, it will block your blood veins, and you can die. You can even get a heart attack from it. But according to Muhammad in his man-made Quran, according to Muhammad in his man-made Quran, mankind are created from a blood clot. You are a blood clot. So what imagine if this is your leg, and this is a very important vein, blood vein in your leg. Imagine if you have that in your body, in your leg, you could die from it. You can get a heart problems from it. You might die. Can you imagine? So this is a blood clot, Muslims. According to your prophet, you are created from a blood clot. And that's what the meaning of alaqa it means. Alaqa. So semen becomes alaqa, a blood clot. I have nothing to do with this. Look, and when you're talking about clots, it's only blood, right? A blood clot. So Muslims, do you look like this? Well, we don't. Maybe you are. Maybe the Muslims, guys, are a different kind of species. Imagine how dangerous it is for a mother to have a blood clot during her pregnancy. She can die. The baby can die. Idiots. Stop believing in such nonsense called the Quran. Stop believing in Muhammad. Muhammad is a liar. He's an ignoramus. He has nothing to do with the truth. Drop Muhammad, please, and come back home to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Muslims. Wake up. This is 2021. Do you believe in the Quran that is lying to you, Muslims? You are a blood clot? Wow. 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 So are you saying, Rob Christian, are you saying that Muhammad can lead you to hell? Yes, because he's lying. The Quran is not a scientific book. The Quran is nothing but a lying book, man-made book. Imagine if you have a blood clot in your system, in your blood vein, you will die. You can drop dead. This is how dangerous a blood clot can be. So, you become a dead blood clot, congealed blood. Then this dead blood becomes a lump of flesh. Wait. So, first you are semen, according to Muhammad in his yellow pages, which is the Quran. Then you become a clot, a blood clot, right? Dead blood. Let me type it out. I hope it's going to show. Then you become living tissue again. You become living tissue again, brother. Yes, that's what the ayah is saying. That's what the ayah is saying. Look, it's in front of you. I have nothing to do with it. Guys, why are you talking about Jesus? Jesus has nothing to do with this nonsense. All right? Please don't have side topics, please. Someone is saying, come on, guys. Jesus is far from this nonsense, okay? Far from it. All right? Yes, amen to that. Jesus is the only way to salvation. Amen to that. But guys, please focus. Focus. Focus, please. So, you are dead blood. You are a zombie. You are walking dead inside the womb of your mother. Then you become living tissue again, from dead to living. Then it says, it continues saying, then the lump into bones, then covered the bones with flesh. Question: if this is not already a disaster, what about this one? Is there any Muslim who dares to call me and debate me about this nonsense? Look how many disasters we can find in one ayah and one ayah alone. Is there any Muslim who believes that you have first bones, so this lump of flesh becomes bones? Then after bones, the bones are covered with flesh. Look at the nonsense. Look at the lies. Any Muslim? Is there any Muslim? My Skype ID is DRob Christian. Christians, you are not allowed to call yet. Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Any Muslim. Any Muslim? No Muslims? Wow. What a shame. You can't even defend your Quran. Okay, no problem. It's on you. So, according to the Quran, let's say you are in the body of your mother. You are actually, and God forbid, let's say your mother is having a miscarriage. Can we say to the father, God forbid, I don't wish any pregnant woman to have that. Can we say to the father, congratulations, you just became a father of a skeleton baby? Kuchiku, kuchiku, look how cute this skeleton baby is. Kuchiku, this is a Muslim baby, guys. According to the Quran, this is the Muslim embryo, brother. Kuchiku, look how beautiful this baby is, man. Kuchiku. Congratulations, Dad, you just became father of a skeleton baby, because that's what the Quran is saying. Look, the flesh become bones. Let's say at this very stage, the mother gets a miscarriage. That's how the embryo would have looked like, guys. Kuchiku. Kuchiku, brother. Congratulations, Muslim dad. You just became a daddy to a skeleton baby, according to the Quran. Any Muslim who still wants to put his salvation on the lies of Muhammad in his Quran, in his man-made Quran, imagine the woman is having a miscarriage. She drops the baby. God forbid, I don't wish any woman to have that. When she's pregnant, she drops the baby, and the baby would look like this. Wow. And I'm not talking about how long a nutfa stays, 40 days. According to science, semen only lives for 5 days maximum. 1 week, 5 days maximum. Not 40 days. Because in the hadith, Muhammad says that semen can stay alive for 40 days. 40 days! Kid you not. It's in the hadith. And admins can provide the link to that hadith. Yes. What? Yes. 40 days. Kid you not. Maybe we can find the hadith. Let's see if we can find it. Why is it so hard sometimes to find a hadith when you want to show it? Phil Huraira already posted the link. Why can't I find it easily today? Okay. Look. This is the hadith, guys. I have nothing to do with this, right? Everybody who went to biology class, if you took some classes, you went to have biology classes, let's say in college. This is Sahih Muslim. Do you see it? Sahih Muslim 2644. And Phil Huraira already provided the link. He was quicker than I today. My hats off to you, brother Phil Huraira, the admin. My hats off to you. Thank you for your help. So here you see that Muhammad is saying, I have nothing to do with this, Muslim. This is your prophet talking. This is Sahih. Brother, Sahih. Yes, Sahih. When the drop of semen remains in the womb for 40 or 50 days. Actually, that's not what the Arabic says. So 40, according to the Arabic, that's false translation. The Arabic says 40, or he's not even, Muhammad doesn't even know perfectly how long. Maybe 40 days, maybe 45 days. What does the says? 50 days or 40 nights. So this is false translation. You see, they can't even translate it properly. No, it says 40 or 45. Right? False translation. Idiots. At least translate it properly. So 40 or 45, not 50. Right? According to Muhammad, semen, nutfa, remains in the womb for 40 or 45 days. Did you catch it? False translation. Muhammad said 40 or 45. They are not even translating it correctly. Can you imagine? But we know semen stays only 5 days alive. Right? In the body of a woman. Here, look. This is what science teach. You see it? When sperm are inside a woman's body, you see it? They can live for up to 5 days. What did Muhammad say? 40 or 45. False translation, guys. 40 or 45 according to the Arabic. Right? ب40 أو 45. 40 or 45. 45. 40 or 45. Well, modern day science says semen can only survive in a woman's body for a maximum of 5 days. Did Muhammad lie? Well, you can be the judge of that, audience. You can be the judge of that. Did Muhammad lie when he said 40 or 45? And Belbi is confirming it. He says yes. That's what the Arabic says. Who lied? Muhammad or modern science? You can be the judge of that. Muslims, please, don't do it for me, please. I am asking you to only use your brains. Drop Muhammad, the liar and deceiver, the clueless, ignoramus, ultra-crepidarian. That's what Yasir Qadi said. The ultra-crepidarian, ignoramus, lying and deceiving, jahil, ignoramus, prophet of Islam. Liar. Nothing but a liar. 5 days maximum. Muhammad says 40 or 45 days. False translation, guys, for the numbers, but you have an idea. 40 or 45, not 50. Right? Lying. Muhammad lied. And this is Muhammad talking, right? Dropped it to potato, chachaito, fake prophet Muhammad of Islam. Muhammad lied. Exactly. Muhammad lied. Muhammad lied. Muhammad lied. Yes, that's what Muhammad did. Muhammad lied. Muhammad lied. Muhammad lied? Yes, Muhammad lied, brother. Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Any Muslim who dares to call me a liar and wants to defend his prophet? Muhammad ibn Kilab says, as Arab Christian, I think science lied since Muhammad himself stayed in the womb of his mother for 4 years. You're killing me, man. Yeah. This is why Muslims scholars need to tap dance. People like a Shafi'i, for example, they have to say a woman can be pregnant from 9 months up to 12 years. 12 years. Can you imagine? Only in Islam, women in Islam can be pregnant for up to 12 years to justify the so-called pregnancy of Amina, the mother of Muhammad. Muhammad's mother carried him in her womb for 4 years. Imagine, Muhammad pops out Hi, mom. I'm 4 years, mom. Hello, mom. I'm 4 years, brother. Up to 12 years. I kid you not. Up to 12 years pregnancy. Only in Islam. Imagine, guys. Let's say you are a Muslim jihadi. Okay, pay attention to this story. You are a Muslim jihadi. You go and wage war on Christians and Jews and atheists. You conquer their countries. You come back after, let's say, after 5 years. You come back home. Suddenly you find out that your wife is pregnant. Well, husband, when you were fighting those mushrikun, the Jews and the Christians and the pagans, before you went, we had some sexy time, brother. And you came back after 5 years and look, I'm pregnant, brother. Can you dare to say to your own wife, no, you're a liar? You committed adultery with another man? No, you cannot. According to Islam, you cannot. Because according to Islam, your wife can be pregnant up to 12 years. Brother, congratulations, I'm having a baby. Your wife might have said after you coming back after 5 years from war, or maybe from business. Imagine you're a businessman. You are living in Egypt, in Cairo, Egypt, for example. You go to Saudi Arabia. You are working your ass off in Saudi Arabia. You come back after 6 years, and suddenly you find out that your wife is pregnant. Well, dear husband, brother, before you went on business trip to Saudi Arabia, we had sexy time, brother. Remember under the tree? You and we did that, brother. And you came back from Saudi Arabia from your business trip, brother. And I'm pregnant. Well, congratulations, husband, brother. Allahu Alam. And Allah knows best. Congratulations, brother. Your wife is pregnant for 5 years, brother. Only in Islam. Congratulations, Dad. Congratulations, Dad. Yeah. Semen lives up to 40 nights and 45 nights in the womb of a woman. Only in Islam, brother. Modern science says maximum of 5 days. That's how long a sperm can stay alive in a woman's body. 5 days. Muhammad said 40 or 45. 40 أو 45. 45. 40 or 45. Muhammad can't even tell us the exact number, brother. And this is Muhammad talking, right? Muhammad is the one saying it. Muhammad was not telling jokes, right, Muslims? Muhammad was not telling jokes, right? Let us go back. I didn't finish. Let us go back to the... Is there any Muslim who believes that he can become a father to a skeleton baby? According to the Quran? Because let's say at this stage, the mother gets a miscarriage. You know what a miscarriage is, right? You drop the baby. God forbid, you are pregnant and you drop the baby, something goes wrong. The dad can say, we can say to the dad, congratulations, you just became father to a skeletal baby. Congratulations, brother. Muhammad did not lie in the Quran, right? Muhammad did not lie in the Quran. I almost dropped my water, guys. Dude, the water! Remember that idiot who used to scream in my intro video? Dude, the water! I almost dropped my water like him. Raw Christian, dude, the water! The water, dude! Any Muslim dead in the live chat? Any Muslim dead in the live chat? Can we say to him, congratulations, brother? You became a father of a skeleton baby according to the Quran. No Muslim who wants to call me and defend his Quran or his Prophet. No Muslim, brother. What about chapter 2, Surah chapter 2, ayah 259. 2, Surah Al-Baqarah. That's what the meaning of the Al-Baqarah means, right? A cow. Ayah 259. It also says, and look at the bones, how we assembled them and covered them with flesh. Any embryologist who will agree with this in 2021, any embryologist who wants to agree with the Quran, or did Muhammad simply lie in his Quran? Any person who studied embryology, do you really believe that first you get a lump of flesh and that lump of flesh become bones? So at this stage, if the mother drops the baby will look like this, and we can say to the dad, congratulations. It's your funeral. It's your janazah, Muslims. But please, please, you're not only living inside the matrix. You are living in a dream world, brother. The dream world of Muhammad, which we call a nightmare for the brains. You have been duped, brother. Muslims, you have been duped. You have been fooled by Islam, by the Quran and Muhammad. Well, King Jesus, I always ask myself this question too. When I'm in bed, and I've done a live show that day, and when I'm sitting in bed and I'm about to sleep, I say, hey, Rob Christian, you're doing this for 15 years. Why Muslims don't dare to challenge you? That's the story of my life, brother. Story of my life. Story of my life. So it's all over the Quran. It's not only one ayah. This disaster is in the Quran. This lie of Muhammad is all over the Quran. All over the Quran. Now guys, some Muslims will ask us, hey, how did Muhammad get this idea from? How did it turn out to be inside the Quran? Here is why. Galen, have you ever heard of Galen before, guys? Greek scientist, famous Greek scientist, Galen. Have you ever heard of him? And we mentioned this. I created this, guys. It took me a lot of time. I think it was like 1.5 years ago or something. Almost 2 years ago when I came with these slides. I put so much time in research. I went to see what Galen said. I collected the information and put it into slides like these. So please make screenshots. Take screenshots. Use them in your debates with Muslims. 1900 years ago, guys, there was a Greek scientist, highly known, famous Greek scientist in the shape of Mr. Galen. Greek scientist called Galen, 1900 years ago. Look how long ago. Which is 500 years before Islam, before Muhammad. Take notes, guys, please. Take screenshots. You won't find such kind of information like this perfectly presented for you. I made these slides, okay? I made this. 500 years ago, before Islam, this Galen, after Aristotle, after Hippocrates, who also are Greek scientists, before Galen is the third guy. Galen, 500 years after Aristotle and Hippocrates, he comes and says, no, both Hippocrates, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly, I'm not butchering the Greek name, Hippocrates and Aristotle, very well-known, famous Greek scientists, he said they are both wrong. Watch what Galen is going to say. And here Muhammad stole it from him. Watch. Muhammad stole it from him? Yes. Galen said, look, and he's wrong. He said water of the man and the woman. So Galen used to think that both men and women have water, which is basically the nutfa in the Quran. Nutfa. The water, the drop of fluid. That nutfa, yes. So the water of the man mixes with the water of the woman. So both men and women, according to Galen, 500 years before Islam, Galen used to think that both men and women have semen. He didn't know about something called egg. So according to Galen, like Muhammad, who Muhammad stole and plagiarized from, he used to think that women, both women and men, have sexual fluid. And that's what Muhammad is talking about in the hadith. Sexual fluid. Remember, according to Muhammad, women have yellow fluid and men have white fluid. And when you mix it, it becomes what? Congealed blood. So that's the second step. So gushing fluid, like Muhammad is saying, from the backbone and the ribs. So now you have an idea who Muhammad got it from Galen. Do you see how important this is? Yes, you can, Belby. It's yours. My video is yours, guys. So if you like this part, guys, that we are now discussing, download my video after the stream is offline. Download this video. Cut it into a video editor. Download a video editor like VSDC, guys. I use VSDC. It's free. It's a free video editing software for Windows, right? Cut this part and upload it on your YouTube channels. My videos are yours, but keep them free. I'm doing this for free. Keep it free. Don't ask money or I will come after you. We're giving you this for free. Keep it free, guys. Because the truth should be free, right? So according to Galen, Nutfa becomes menstrual blood, congealed dead blood. That's what Galen used to think. And that congealed blood becomes again living tissue. Dead blood becomes living tissue, unshaped flesh, right? Then look what Galen is saying. Bones, that flesh becomes bones. So that's where the Quran got it from. Yes, that's what the Quran got it from Galen. Let it sink in, Muslims. Muhammad had access to the books of Galen? Yes, and we're going to prove it to you. Just watch. Guys, be patient. For the love of God, be patient. I put a lot of time into this, so be patient with me. We will address everything in this live show, everything, but I need you to be patient. So Muhammad took it from Galen and he put it in the Quran. Watch. Exactly the same stages. We have semen of the man and the woman. That semen becomes a blood clot, that blood. Then this blood clot, that blood becomes a lump of flesh. That lump of flesh becomes bones. You see it? Galen. Then, like the Quran, Muhammad stole it from Galen. Those bones of the skeleton baby. See, the baby looks like this, according to Galen, according to the Quran. And we know Galen was wrong, right? Galen was wrong. The Quran is wrong because the Quran, Muhammad stole it from Galen. Then the bones are covered by flesh. So the bones are covered by flesh, with flesh, yes. Then the bones in the last stage, the bones are covered by flesh. Galen was wrong. The Quran is wrong. The Quran is wrong. Galen is wrong. That means the Quran is nothing but a man-made book. There is no miracles in the Quran. Miracles of science, or what Muslims would claim, they are wrong. The Quran is wrong because Muhammad got it from Galen. Can we call Galen the prophet of Islam? Yes, we can, because Muhammad stole the information from Galen. How can we know that, Rob Christian? How can we conclude that Muhammad stole it from Galen? How can we conclude that Muhammad plagiarized this information from Galen? Here. I told you to be patient with me because I have proof. Watch. Are you taking notes, guys? I hope you are taking notes. Take notes, take screenshots. Take screenshots, guys, please, for the love of God. Do it. Don't be lazy, guys, because I hope that my teaching is not going in vain. Please, 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 please benefit from our teaching. There was a guy called, guys, there was a guy called Sergius, and he was an historian, a Christian historian. I don't want to go into Nestorianism and whatnot. That's not my topic, all right? Let me switch. No, I think, no, it looks good. Or not. Maybe I can switch the screen. Maybe it's not fitting correctly on the screen. Okay. So there is this guy called Sergius of Neurochina. What did he do? He translated, guys, pay attention, please. Focus. Admins, tell the people to focus, please, in the live chat. Sergius of Neurochina, this Aramaic-speaking Nestorian, he translated 26 books of Galen. And look, this is the Aramaic in the 6th century. Look, suddenly we can find Galen's work that used to be in Greek. So Sergius is translating, right? Galen's books. And those are 26 at least, into Aramaic from Greek. Did you catch it? So he's translating the books of Galen. And about 26 books are being translated. The work of Galen finally is now translated into Aramaic. Look, this is Aramaic. This is Aramaic. Do you see it? This is the book that we still have information of Sergius. Do you see it? Galen's work into Aramaic. And this happened in the 6th century, before Muhammad. Before Muhammad became a prophet. Yes, before Muhammad became a prophet. Take notes. Note, Galen's work is now translated from Greek to Aramaic. No, not Allah. Muhammad is a thief. Yeah, Allah, you can say that. Allah and Muhammad are the same guy, right? Muhammad stole the work? Yes. How, Rob Christian? How did Muhammad have access to these books? Watch. Be patient, brother. Be patient. I have proof. Watch. Now, Sergius was an historian, right? Sergius was an historian. And remember, the Nestorian church in the Middle East, guys, this is basically nowadays Turkey, right? So you used to live here in Turkey, nowadays Turkey. This was basically part of Syria, if I'm not mistaken. This used to be called Syria, right? Syria, Greece, right? So this Nestorian Sergius, who was an Aramaic speaker, he used to live here, and being under persecution, he fled and he took his books, his family and friends to Persia, to here. You see it? Yeah, nowadays Iran, Persia, nowadays Iran. Exactly. Kevin ex-Muslim, exactly. Nowadays Iran. So Sergius takes his translated books of Galen with him. He takes his family and friends and he goes to Persia, nowadays Iran. Do you see? Whoop, all the way to there. So he takes the translations of Galen that he translated to Persia, to nowadays Iran. What happens next? Here's the second step. Here, Galen's books, now translated into Aramaic, found their way to the medical school in Jundi Shapur in Persia. Okay. The ball is finally dropping and it makes it clear what you're trying to say, Rob Christian. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's how the cookie crumbles. Yes. Cool, someone is saying. Well, it's my pleasure to show you a cool story how Muhammad got access to these books of Galen, now in Aramaic. And we know people like Zayd ibn Thabit. Guys, remember Zayd ibn Thabit? Have you heard of him? Zayd ibn Thabit. People like Zayd ibn Thabit. People like, who is also a Sahabi, and you see his name already on the screen. Let me switch the screen for you again. Al-Harith ibn Qallada. Al-Harith. Especially this guy, Harith ibn Qallada or Qalda. Al-Harith ibn Qallada or Qalda, he was a Sahabi and he became a doctor, a medical doctor. He got his MD in Jundi Shapur, where they used to teach from Galen's translated into Aramaic by Sergius. So Sergius gives his book to the medical school, Jundi Shapur, and Harith ibn Qallada becomes a doctor, an MD. He gets his medical degree in Jundi Shapur. And what happens? Al-Harith ibn Qallada, who is a doctor, goes to Al-Hijaz, to Mecca and Medina, and he becomes a Sahabi. He's a very famous Sahabi. Yes, watch. Al-Harith ibn Qallada. Can we find his name in Google? Yes, we can. Watch. Rob Christian, that's how the cookie crumbles. Yes. Watch. Look. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, boy, oh boy. Uh-oh. You see it? Al-Harith ibn Qallada, or Qalda, was an Arabic doctor, physician, and a companion of the Islamic Muhammad, the Islamic Prophet Muhammad. You see it? Wow! 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 Yes, exactly. Those are my words. The first time that I read this, I was like, wow! Mind blown. Poof! He becomes Molly's buddy. Exactly, Phil Herrera. Wow! Are you starting to understand what's going on, guys? Do you see now how Muhammad got his information from, that he put in the Quran? Yes, from this guy, Ibn Qallada, who became the companion of Muhammad for 2 decades, for 20 years. Bam! He was a companion of Muhammad for 20 years, a companion of Muhammad. Right? This Harith ibn Qallada. So this guy, studying from the books of Galen, he goes to Mecca and Medina and becomes a companion of Muhammad. 20 years. Galen was wrong. Sages of Rushaina translating it wrongly, because all the information is wrong. Al-Harith ibn Qallada is wrong. Medicine, right? Physicians at that time used to think what the Quran think, what Galen used to think. And they got all the information from Galen. And watch. So we can conclude, Al-Harith ibn Qallada studied medicine in the same school in Jundi Shapur, Persia, nowadays Iran, and reads from Galen's work. What he said about the embryo stages. Remember, Galen is wrong. Right? Galen was wrong. Galen was wrong. According to modern science, he is wrong. After graduation, Harith ibn Qallada, the same Harith ibn Qallada or Qalda, goes to Mecca and become one of the companions of who? We already showed you, of Prophet Muhammad, of the fake Prophet of Islam. Let it sink in. Any Muslim. Wow. This is huge. Yes, it is. Later, Harith ibn Qallada even married the aunt of Muhammad. Look how important this guy becomes in Islam. And lived with him for 20 years. Do you see it? 20 years he lives with Muhammad. And he's teaching Muhammad about embryology and whatnot. All the science, all the medicine stuff. Muhammad got it from him. So he got it from him and he put it in Quran. Yes. See it? If Muhammad is a prophet, that means Galen is a prophet too. If Momo is a prophet, then Galen is a prophet too in Islam. Right? That's what we can conclude. Galen is wrong. Muhammad is wrong. Allah is wrong. The Quran is wrong. Please drop Muhammad, drop Quran, drop Islam, and leave Islam and come back home. Please come back home, because you see where Muhammad got it from? Man-made work. Man-made work. See? Take screenshots, guys. If you are missing it, rewatch this video. This is important. This is huge. Right? And modern science says the following. Guys, we have something called embryonic tissue, right? This is the human body. This is part of basically the tissue of the human body, which is called the mesoderm. You see, the mesoderm is responsible, according to modern science, the mesoderm is responsible for forming the tissues, such as flesh and bones. Ah, okay. In the 6th century, Deus Wild, we already explained to you. Please pay attention, my friend. This translation happened in the 6th century by Sergius of Regina. Do you see it? Take screenshot, please, so that you don't need to ask this question anymore. This is this guy. This was a Nestorian who was translating 26 books of Galen into Aramaic, from Greek into Aramaic. Take screenshot, guys. And this guy went to Persia. And after going to Persia, the Galen work of Galen is getting studied from into Aramaic. So they used to study Aramaic here in this Jundi Shapur medical school, right? And Harith ibn Qalada studies there, and later he goes to Mecca to become a companion of Muhammad. He even marries the aunt of Muhammad, and he becomes a companion for 20 years. 2 decades, 20 years, 2 decades. Modern science says, that's wrong. The layer, right, flesh and bones, are actually develops simultaneously. What? So are you saying the Quran is wrong? Yes. The Quran is wrong. Why is the Quran wrong? Why is the Quran wrong? Because according to modern science, no, the bones do not get covered by flesh. No, bones and flesh are being formed simultaneously at the very same time. Did you catch it? That's what the mesoderm is responsible of, right? One of them is called mesoderm. It's the middle layer. It's the middle layer. You see this red stuff here, the middle layer? That layer is responsible for forming flesh and bones at the same time. We call that simultaneously. Wow, huge. You see how modern science is destroying the claims in the Quran? Modern science is the enemy of Islam. Paul Anker, no, bones and flesh grow at the same time. At the same time. Okay? At the same time. So the Quran is wrong. Why? Because the Quran says this lump of flesh becomes bones, then, do you see it? Then, thumma. Then the bones are covered with flesh. Do you see it? This stage here is wrong. Muhammad was doing poo-poo by stealing, plagiarizing the work of Galen. Galen was wrong. The Quran is wrong. The Quran is wrong. Galen is wrong, who Muhammad stole it from. Modern science is correct and destroys the Quran. You see it? Someone is saying arch. The puzzle begins to fit. Exactly. Do you see it? So from now on, Muslims say Galen knows best because your prophet got it from Galen and put it in Quran. Don't say Allah knows best. Say Galen knows best. Muslims, from now on, say Galen knows best. Don't say Allah knows best, because your prophet stole it from him and put it into Quran. See it? So no, the Quran is wrong. Bones do not get developed first and then covered by flesh. No, bones and flesh are developed simultaneously at the very same time. Else you have to else you have to say, if the woman at that stage drops the baby, we can say to the father, congratulations, you just became a dad of a skeleton baby, brother. Do you understand what we're trying to teach you? That's why. Have you ever seen a skeleton baby? Only in the movies, or maybe in Islam, in the Quran. Galen knows best. Exactly. Kuchiku, kuchiku, brother. Look at this cute skeleton baby. Kuchiku. This must be an Islamic baby, brother. Only in Islam, brother. Kuchiku, kuchiku. Let it sink in, Muslims. Let it sink in. I know this is a lot of to take, right? A lot of info to take, but it is what it is. Please leave Islam. Islam has been infecting your brains. You have been brainwashed, brother. Please leave Islam. And no, semen does not stay for 40 or 45 days as Muhammad claimed. That's a lie from hell. Muhammad lied in Sahih Muslim. Only a maximum of 5 days according to modern science. Muhammad lied, and the translation, as we showed you, is false. It says in the Arabic 40 or 45, 40 or 45, not 50. You see, they even need to lie. They need to lie in the translation, right? Any Muslim, guys? Do we have any Muslim who dares to call me? Any Muslim? Do we have any Muslim who dares to call me before we continue? Is there any Muslim who can use his brains and call me? Don't be scared. I'm not going to bite. Well, sometimes I bite. Depends on what day of the week it is. Someone is saying, how not to laugh? I'm scared I will fall off my chair. Well, yeah, this is Islam, brother. What can we do? Islam, Muhammad got jokes. Muhammad got jokes, brother. What can we do, brother? It's Islam. It's Quran, brother. It's a comical book, brother. It's a comical book. Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Any Muslim in the house? Any Muslim in the house? Any Muslim in the house who dares to call me? Is Fifi, Mimi, Lily? Oh, where are those guys, man? Where are those guys who can defend the Quran from me? From my hands? Bro, say inshallah so that Allah might help you. Do 10 times. Say inshallah 3 times, then call me, because you might never know. Allah maybe is asleep and he fails to help you, brother. If you don't say inshallah and do wudu. Make sure to say inshallah 3 times, do wudu 10 times, then call me. Abdul busy, driving flying carpet. Yeah, maybe they are busy driving the flying carpet. Flying carpet, brother. Any Abdul, why is so quiet, Abduls? It's a lot of work. It's a lot to take, right? I know. I feel you, bro. I feel you. But brother, what about Kate Moore? What about Kate Moore, brother? You guys, have you heard of Kate Moore before? Have you ever heard of Kate Moore? Anyone? Have you ever heard of Kate Moore? Have you ever heard of Kate Moore? Kate L. Moore. Yeah, that guy. Have you ever heard of him? Karine says no. Well, that's okay, no problem. In the Arab world, guys, he used to be famous. What did the Muslims do? Guys, please pay attention. Whenever you bring up this topic, use our information. I hope you took notes. When you're debating Muslims about the embryology stages in the Quran, which are false, and today we proved it to you, and you're talking about this topic 9 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times, when the Muslims are started to tap dance, when you're debating them, they will say, hey, brother, Dr. Kate L. Moore, what about him? Well, Dr. Kate L. Moore was invited to the Arab world. He used to be an embryologist. The Muslims paid him a huge amount of money. They invited him to talk about embryology stages. And he was given a translated copy of the Quran in English. They gave him the Quran. And he was reading ayahs like these, right? And they gave him a false translation, which didn't contain a blood clot and whatnot. They, calling it different, something different. So they confused him, right? They confused him. And he said, yeah, the Quran is correct. Later, much later, and you see, this is his book. Much later, he found out, hey, they lied to me. They paid him a huge amount of money and they lied to him in the false translation. And then later in his book, he said, the Quran is wrong. Look what he's saying. And I quote, this is the same guy. The Quran pretty much copied from the works of Galen. Do you see it? Which came before Muhammad and Islam. So later he had to spank the Quran. So here what we can conclude. This sequence is scientifically wrong because Galen was wrong. The Quran is wrong. Who plagiarized the works of Galen? No, Salek Stacy, that's a lie. No. If you start to feel that the woman is disobedient, you can immediately start to spank her. Beat her. What tribuhunna? There are no stage 1, stage 2. No, that's a lie. No step 1, 2, 3. No, you can immediately, the moment you fear that the woman, according to the Quran, is disobedient, you can start to beat her. Okay? Don't believe the lies of Muslims. There are no step 1, 2, 3. No, that's a lie. Don't trust Muslim translators. They're liars. So, again, let me go back, guys. This sequence is scientifically wrong because Galen is wrong. Modern science destroys the claims of Galen. Galen said these embryology stages 500 years before the Quran. You see it? And that's what Keith Moore had to say about this. Guys, let me show you a short video from a modern day embryologist who is calling the Quran false, who said that the Keith Moore was false. Look, and watch who is talking to the embryologist. Adnan Rashid, that liar. Remember Adnan Rashid, guys? Do you remember Adnan Rashid? In our last video? That liar and deceiver? And that guy with that nose. This guy. He's the guy in the video too. Remember him? Adnan Rashid, brother, who is part of Ahlul Sunnah, Ahlul Bid'ah, who used to say Bishara, brother. That's what Isa said, Bishara. Yeah, Isa said Bishara, Injil, brother. That means Injil in Arabic. No, you liar. We spanked you, right? We spanked them last time. So guys, let me play the video. Let me play the video. I hope you can take on your headsets and let us play the video. Watch. Here. Watch. Listen carefully, guys, okay? Focus. And one of the admins helped me to put this in a video, in a compilation video. And both Christian Prince and I were speaking to and spanking the Quran.
Child. Here Muhammad made it clear. If a man have orgasm first, the baby will be a male. If the women have orgasm first, the baby will be a female.
And this is exactly what the Quran says in Surah Najm, chapter number 53, verse number 45 and 46. That we have created the human being from a minute quantity of liquid which is ejaculated.
Actually, this whole thing is not correct.
Muhammad obviously is a false prophet.
But what about Dr. Keith Moore, brother? How many times have you Muslims seen talking about Dr. Keith Moore?
In the late 70s. And Professor Keith Moore at that time was one of the highest authorities in the field of embryology.
Let me tell you what Keith Moore said. What he said on the page number 364A.
Guys, this is Adnan, right? This is Adnan Rashid. This long nose, this liar, Adnan Rashid. Look, let me go back a little bit. Okay.
Let me tell you what Keith Moore said.
What did he say?
On the page number 364A of his book.
He said that most of the verses of the Quran which speak about embryology are in perfect conformity with latest advances of embryology.
What did Dr. Keith Moore say?
Well, Keith Moore is wrong. He's an embryologist. This is his field.
It's my field too.
It's my field too. This guy is an embryologist, right? He's just spanked the lies of the Quran. It's my field too. Watch.
Okay.
it's wrong.
You're an embryologist?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Are you an embryologist? Yes. Adnan is shocked. Adnan is shocked. Let me go back a little bit. This is funny stuff, guys. Oh, this is damaging. This is so damaging, guys. Let me go back. More said.
Well, Keith Moore is wrong. He's an embryologist. This is his field.
Yes, he said yes. He said yes, he's wrong. Keith Moore is wrong when he said it in the Arab world. when he was being recorded and he was reading the false translation of the Quran.
Embryologist? This is his field.
It's my field too.
Okay.
It's wrong.
You're an embryologist?
Yes.
Oh, great. Wow.
Oh, man. He said in his book, this Dr. Kate Moore, in 1998, his book in page 15 says, the Quran pretty much copied from the words of God.
And he said that he has no objection in agreeing that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was the messenger of this God.
He was an agnostic, according to his own confession. And we saw this as a video, not even black and white. It was a colored video with audio and video.
You're
At
finished,
the same
boy.
time, of course,
Get some
he's
agma.
profiting
You're
from
finished.
Islam and from Muslims.
Never, ever, ever bring up Dr. Kate Moore, because Dr. Kate Moore just destroyed you and your prophet and the Quran.
And Professor Keith Moore at that time was one of the highest authorities in the field of embryology.
Let me tell you what Keith Moore said. What he said on the page number 364A of his book.
He said that most of the verses of the Quran which speak about embryology are in perfect conformity with latest advances of embryology.
What did Dr. Kate Moore say?
Well, Keith Moore is wrong. He's an embryologist. This is his
He's
field.
wrong. He said he's wrong. Kate Moore is wrong. And he's an embryologist. He's a more modern embryologist. This guy's still alive. Look, this is Adnan, right? Mr. Longnose. Mr. Pinocchio. This is Mr. Pinocchio here. He's asking, is he wrong? He's wrong.
Keith Moore is wrong. He's an embryologist. This is his
He's
field.
wrong.
It's my field too. I know
Okay.
it's wrong.
You're an embryologist?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Wow.
They're laughing. They're laughing.
Yes.
Oh, great. Wow.
He said in his book, this Dr. Kate Moore, in 1998, guys, oh man, the first time I watched that, oh man, so funny. This is so funny, man. This is awkward. You see how Adnan Rashid was put in his place? He was put in his place by a real embryologist. They put him in his place, brother. Ya Ahl al-Bid'ah, Adnan Rashid. Mr. Longnose, you have been put in your place. And your Kate Moore that you're so proud about was put in his place too. And he was called wrong. He was being lied to. He was duped when they gave him a false translation of the Quran in English. Mr. Kate Moore would have never agreed with the Quran if he knew what the real Arabic text says in the Quran. Right? They duped him, they deceived him. They gave him a false translation of the Quran. You catch it? So Mr. Kate Moore had to correct himself. Why don't you debate Adnan, Rob? Since you're so good. I'm not good. Who told you I'm good? Go face to face like a man. Well, my friend, first of all, there's something called Corona. We're in a lockdown. Second, if Allah removes his niqab, his hijab, and shows his face, I will show my face too. Number 3, we are live almost every week. Actually, every week. We are live every week. The lines are open. Look, Skype is open. I challenge any Abdul about this topic. Call me. Let us have a debate. Where is Adnan? Don't you know that Adnan is watching my videos? Adnan is watching my videos. Why is he not calling me? Don't you think that Adnan heard of me? Do you think that a Muslim Speaker's Corner don't know about me? They are scared. Adnan doesn't speak Arabic because he knows what I will do to him. Adnan, guys, if Adnan calls me, if this guy grows a bigger beard and gets some guts, calls me, look what I'm going to do to Adnan. Right? So again, if Adnan calls himself a man, let him call me. He knows I'm streaming every week. He knows that. The whole Speaker's Corner Abduls, they know about me. And they are trembling in fear. This is why they are not calling me. That's why. Adnan can only debate non-Arabic speaking Christians. That's his only tactic. He doesn't dare to debate an Arabic speaker like me, or let alone like the living legend, Mr. Christian Prince himself. right? Because he knows what will happen to him. All right, Aaron Staley, God bless you, my friend. If you have to go, you have to go. Thank you. I appreciate it. Go with the peace and grace of Christ, my friend. God bless you. All right, and that's it, guys. That's it. That's it. And that's how we can conclude our live show. Are there any questions? Are there any Christians who wants to call? The lines are open for the Christians, guys. If a Christian wants to call, the lines are open. Admins, tell our friends in the live chat that the phone lines are open for the Christians too. My Skype is open, guys. Anyone? Any question? Daniel says Jesus had witnesses, but this fake prophet Muhammad did not. Why are no other people asking about witnesses in the cave? Well, because the religion of Islam doesn't care about witnesses, my friend Daniel. No one saw Jibreel. No one heard of Jibreel. They only believe what they have been told, right? Imagine these people are people of ignorance. They only have camels, they have goats, and they have only poetry. That's it. And Muhammad was telling them beautiful poetry, which is the Quran, nothing but a rap poet book, right? Poetry book. And he said to them, well, if you fight with me, if you become a Muslim, Allah will give you 72 huris. You'll have sex with them. They will have melon-sized boobies. You will have erection. Your penis will never go sleep. And they believe them. Simple-minded people. Right? Jesus, on the other hand, how many people saw his miracles? He resurrected dead people. He made them alive again. And hundreds of people were witnesses of that. The apostles were witnesses of that. And they were willing to die for Jesus. How many witnesses are for Jibreel and Muhammad? 0. Muslims have to believe one man and one man alone. And if we go to his book, we find disasters, lies, plagiarized work of Galen. Modern science destroyed the claim of Galen and the Quran, who Muhammad stole from, right? Plagiarizing the work of Galen, right? Muhammad plagiarized the work of Galen. Ya Aib al-Shum. Ya Khabar Abiyad. Ya Aib al-Shum, Ya Muhammad. You are a plagiarizer of the work of Galen? Yes. Muhammad stole the work of Galen, brother. But what else is new? What did Muhammad not steal? Right? What did Muhammad not steal? Right? What did Muhammad not steal? Galen was wrong. Muhammad is wrong. The Quran is wrong. Yusuf, why don't you call me Yusuf? Why are you still a kid, acting like a kid in my live chat? Call me. Why are you so afraid, man? What will we get in heaven? We will get God. We will have God in heaven. We are going to enjoy the glory of God. That's what we get. We're not going to have sex in Jannah or in paradise, my friend. There is no sex in heaven. Imagine, you Muslims, actually, you are calling Allah a pimp. You are calling him a pervert because you have to believe that you're going to have sex and you're going to deflower melon-sized, wide-eyed huris. You're going to deflower them and you're going to have big penis that will never go asleep, and Allah is going to be a nice pervert and is going to watch you having sex for eternity. You are actually insulting Allah. No, that's an insult. Our God will not allow that. Our God said we will be like angels, right? Okay. What is more needed than God himself, to be again with God, like Adam and Eve used to be with God before they committed the first sin, when sin entered the flesh, the world, right? When they got disconnected from God. Now we can be united with God again, right? If you become a Christian, there is not going to be sex. There are not going to be any sins anymore. No pain, no misery. We will be with God again. You're reunited again with God. That's enough. What is better than the glory of God? To be surrounded with the glory of God. Hallelujah. We're not going to have sex or get married again. Like in Islam. Islam is nothing but a sex cult of Muhammad. Muhammad tried to convince those Sa'alik. Sa'alik. Have you heard of Sa'alik, guys? Sa'alik. Muhammad tried to convince those thugs. Basically, Sa'alik, those are his men, right? The Sahaba or Sa'alik, right? Those are nothing but outlaws. That's what Sa'alik in Arabic means. Have you heard of the word outlaws? Those are Sa'alik. So the Sahaba were called Sa'alik. They were Sa'alik, people of without law, right? So to convince them, Muhammad said, hey, well, you know, if you fight with me, you become a jihadi, you go do jihad, Allah will give you 72 huris, brother, with big melons, brother. وَكَوَاعِبَ أَطْرَابًا. Right? وَكَوَاعِبَ أَطْرَابًا. وَكَوَاعِبَ أَطْرَابًا. Now look at this false translation. Liars and deceivers. False translation. Pow, pow. Melons, brother. Pow, 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 pow. A swelling breast, brother. Look. Pow. Imagine this is Jannah, brother. And the Huris are jumping around because of their boobies. Bow, bow. Melons, brother. Bow, bow, bow. I mean, you can basically like, you know that kid toy when you sit on it as a kid and you jump, you know? What's it called? Skippy ball? Skippy ball, right? Bang, bang, yeah. That's... Yeah. What's the site I'm using? We have been posting the links, guys, in the live chat. Come on. It's QuranWow.com. And you can find many translations here. Translations that contain lies, other translations. Some of them are, for some ayahs, are correct. Because وَكَوَاعِبَ أَطْرَابًا means swelling breast. Big breast. That's the Huris, brother. Pow, pow. Yeah, that's the Jannah of Allah. Pow, pow. Any Muslim? Any Muslim. Allah knows breast, brother. Yeah. No, Galen. Allah is Galen, brother. We proved it today. Allah is Galen, remember? Allah is Galen. Galen knows best. Right? Galen knows best. Because Muhammad stole from Galen. If Muhammad is a prophet, Galen must be Allah and a prophet. Right? Because the information of Galen, which was before Muhammad, before Islam, 500 years before, is in the Quran. You see it? It's in the Quran. You see, semen, drop of fluid of the man and the woman, it becomes a blood clot, exactly like Galen, right? Gushing fluid of the man and woman, it becomes a blood clot, congealed blood, right? That's what the Quran is saying. And it becomes a lump of flesh. That's what Galen is also saying. See, unshaped flesh. Exactly, copy paste. Then the lump becomes bones. Then it becomes bones. Do you see it? Bones. And the bones are covered with flesh. Exactly like Galen. Then the flesh grows around the bones. Copy paste. Galen, peace be upon him, brother. The real prophet of Islam. Not Muhammad. Is the verse about girls' big breasts? Yes. Chapter 78, ayah 33. Let me take this call, guys. Yeah, hello? 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 Yeah, hello? Can you mute YouTube, please? Only talk through Skype, please. Go ahead. You're live on air. Are you a Muslim or a Christian?
This is your daddy ultimate. You gonna run again?
Yeah. Daddy donkey. Yeah. Daddy donkey. I have no time for kids. Fake Muslims. Like Adnan Rashid and he's calling himself Adnan Rashid. Ultimate donkey. Yeah, ultimate fart. Any real Muslim guys? Don't give me this kid. He said this is your ultimate daddy. He calls himself ultimate donkey. Sorry, ultimate donkey. Yeah. Is there any real Muslim? Don't give me Rashad Khalifa wannabe Muslims, please. I'm not in the mood. Yeah, call me. Are you a Muslim, Mr. Finesse Neva Stressen? Yeah, playing games. Next. What do Muslims know? Habibi, do you want to call me today? You want to call me? كيفك؟ ولا غير مرة؟ شو بدك تسوي يا أخي؟ ايه هالأمة دي يا عمي؟ ايه الحلاوة دي؟ ايه هالخبر؟ خبر أسود يا خبر أسود يا خبر أسود وكواعب أترابا. Yes brother. وكواعب أترابا. يلا 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 يا شباب. يلا 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 يا شباب. Come on Mohammedans, why don't you defend your Quran? Come on. Your prophet who claimed that semen will be alive for 40 or 4. Oh man. Oh man. Any Muslim? Semen stays alive for 40 or 45 days? Well, it's your funeral, Muslims. Any Muslim? Any Muslim who can agree with this? So we can laugh at you. Any Muslim who can agree with this so we can laugh at you. Yusuf, do you believe your prophet? Look what your prophet is saying, Yusuf. Yusuf, pay attention, Yusuf. Allah's messenger said, Muhammad said, Sahih Muslim, right? When the drop of semen remains in the womb for 40 or 50 days. Now that's false translation. The Arabic says, بأربعين أو خمسة وأربعين, right? So 40 or 45, that's the correct translation. Do you believe what Muhammad is saying here, Mr. Yusuf? Huh? Do you believe that? Do you believe that semen can stay alive in the womb of a woman for 40 or 45 days? Do you believe that? Do you believe your prophet? Please say yes. Please say yes. Why do Christian Arabs use the word